Okay, so this is your second, and I promise this is a shorter video. This is a really quick video to talk to you about zoned in reading, what I mean by that, and making sure you set your deadlines and get your discussion group all set. So for the next few weeks, then you can sit back and read. You see here all our titles. You've chosen one of those. So how do you get started with zoned in reading? All these smiling, happy faces reading books. This is going to be you. What I mean by that is you are giving all of your attention to this book that you have chosen, okay? You're reading without looking at your phone, playing games, distracting others. For some of you, the class time is the only time you have to read. You're super busy people. So please respect that and kind of zone into your book and let others do the same. What you're doing is letting that graphic novel kind of make a movie in you that you come back to as you are reading. Graphic novels make this really easy because it's not just text. It is also visual pictures to go with it in those panels. Typically, it's a little more difficult at first to do that, to kind of focus for a class period and do this, to kind of zone in. But the more we do it, the easier it's going to get for you. And some of you, like I said, are really going to need this time. Ideally, you can read 1 to 2 pages a minute in a traditional novel. I'm going to guess that many of you are going to get more than that done in a graphic novel for sure. There's just not as much text. Remember, that has been reduced for you. So how to kind of stay zoned in. You might need to reread a page or review some panels. You might need to change something. If you were trying to listen to music and that doesn't work, then don't listen to it. If it would help you, then listen to it. But you need to stay off of the device, set a playlist, and put the phone aside. We're not checking text. We're not checking videos, etc. Maybe review several panels when you are rereading it. You might need to kind of read aloud a little bit to get yourself into it, to hear the voices of the characters. Sometimes that helps people. You might want to mark some of the text with Post-its as you're reading something. Sometimes that's a strategy that helps people. Also, just a tip, let really difficult words go. You can certainly look them up if you want to, for sure. But sometimes a difficult word that you get caught up on, you still know what is going on really well, and that's okay. You're going to earn points on reading days, and I'll kind of put this champ on the screen of a reminder that really it's not a chat session. Once we're settled in, we got our books. If you need help, come and see me. Read your choice graphic novel for the class period. Ideally, that's 40 minutes. It's not always going to be that long, but that's kind of our goal at the long end. Move around quietly if you have to, get comfortable, and ideally just if you need to use a restroom, as always, try to do it outside of class. But if you have to during class, let's keep that short and sweet, one at a time if we can, to just kind of keep us all in our books. Stay zoned in. If you're getting tired, get up and ask me to go get a drink of water, etc. You've made this choice, so hopefully it is something you're going to enjoy reading, or at least to be able to get to, even if graphic novels are not your thing. Phones, again, will need to be out of the way. You may certainly work on the written work as you prepare for the deadlines. Some of you might want to do that as you read. Some of you might want to do it after you read. I would encourage you to look through your packet so you know what's coming and what kind of stuff you need to kind of keep track of when you meet with your discussion group. So these points that you get will be that based on these things. Are you zoned in while we're having work time? Is your phone out of sight? Is your Chromebook closed? Because you're writing in your packet. You don't need your Chromebook for anything. Have you been pretty quiet for people to do? And if that's the case, yeah, let's get your packet out. Let me sign off or put a sticker on it, and you're good to go. This is kind of where we're at. You have a couple questions about this. This is then the next step after you watch this video is divide your book into sections with the same number of pages for each of those upcoming deadlines. You see the first one is coming up on Friday. Then you're going to form a group. Pay attention to this. These are people who you're not all reading the same book. That's why it's not technically a book club. You're not discussing the same book. You're going to try to find people who are not reading the same book. I'd like you to learn a little bit about some other graphic novels so you learn about this genre, not just more about the book you're reading, but other books. So that is our goal with forming discussion groups, which is, again, that's why we have so many different titles floating around for you to pick. So list those people there. You see you have your name and then 3 other people. Then you're going to show me who those people are, and you're going to maybe make a bookmark. I will give you the supplies for that. where you can put your deadlines right on there so you can keep track of what you have in that packet so you know when things are due. So those are the steps you are at. Good luck getting that done. I promised we would keep it short, and we did.